Hello viewers, wherever you are, I'm Putri Lestari from TV1. I'm going to share some latest news. The first news came from the world of sports. It was reported that the female archery athlete received a silver medal at the Asian Games. Diananda Khairunisa, the woman who is fondly called Diana, was born in Surabaya on March 16, 1997. She had won many archery competitions since 2013. She has won many medals and trophies. Some of these achievements are the World Archery Championship competition in Copenhagen, Denmark at 2015. She also participated in the SEA Games 2017 when she was 20 years old. Diananda Khairunisa was also Indonesia's representative at the Tokyo Olympic at 2020. Okay, without any further ado, we will see Diananda's greatness in the archery competition. And there was a brief interview with our reporter with Diananda Khairunisa. The following is the report in the field.
Yes, we just watched together the ceremony or procession of awarding medals from the women archery sport. So now I'm with the silver medalist from Indonesia, Diananda Khairunisa. How did it feel after gaining a silver medal and being immediately worn by Mrs. Tite Soeharto, President of the Indonesian Archery Association?
Yes, Alhamdulillah, even though I can give gold, I can still give a silver medal for Indonesia.
May I know who this victory is dedicated to?
This medal is dedicated to my friend, your brother, and all of my extended family and all the Indonesia people who have support and pray for.
But earlier, it seems like the action was very exciting when you saw Misa match with Zhang Xian, the Chinese athlete. What obstacles occurred during the game?
The problem might be the wine because the train time is the same. If the mate place is different, the wine was strong, so it made it a little unbalanced.
From the strategy profession, maybe so far what can still be improved?
Maybe his method so be honey more, try out more ever.
I want to know, since when did you want to be an archery athlete?
I started my career in 2003. I have participation in my competition and collection medal.
How did you struggle to become an archery athlete?
I can enter the World RC competition in Copenhagen, Denmark in 2015. He also participated the SEA Games 2017. I was only 20 years old. I was also give the opportunity to represent Indonesia at the Tokyo Olympic in 2020. Thus, I got from the hard struggle to become a professional athlete for Indonesia.
What was your motivation as an archery athlete?
Athletes are not just people who work in sport, but them is people who are regular and engaged when exercising or doing other physical activity.
Once again, I congratulate and thank you for giving the best for Indonesia. Okay, thanks Diananda for your time.
Don't mention it.
Alright, I'm reporter Azra. Now back to Putri in the studio.
Okay, Azra, thank you for the interview. Alright, moving on the next news. regarding the outbreak that has shocked the world, namely the case of COVID-19 virus that has not stopped happening almost all over the world. Indonesia is also one of the countries that are still hit by COVID-19 cases. We cannot forget the beginning of this case. This case began in December 2019. A number of patients with unknown diseases came to the Central Hospital of Wuhan. Dr. Li Wenyang, who was on duty at the time, later shared on the social media that the patients were showing symptoms of viral pneumonia. Chinese health officials have begun investigating the outbreak of the outbreak. The first few patients has access to the Wuhan fish market, which also sold with animals. Early 2020, Chinese health officials announced the cause. The coronavirus has increased in China until it has finally spread to several countries, one of which is Indonesia. In Indonesia alone, there was the first case of COVID-19 in March 2020. Two Indonesian citizens who were positively infected with the coronavirus were known to have made contact with a Japanese citizen and a Japanese citizen who was currently undergoing the quarantine process in Malaysia. The following is an interview with our reporter with the doctor who handled the first case of COVID-19 in Indonesia.
I am with Dr. Dini. How doctor in the midst of the COVID-19 virus outbreak? Most have felt very trained.
Must stay strong and enthusiastic, because at times like this, the patient needs support to recover.
That's right. So, what are the symptoms of COVID-19?
The most common symptoms of COVID-19 are fever, dry cough, and feeling tired. Other symptoms that are less common and may be experienced by some patients include aches and pains, nasal congestion, headache.
So, who see more susceptibility to being infected with the coronavirus? Is it older people or young people?
There is no age limit. People can be infected by this coronavirus. However, older people and people with pre-existing medical conditions, such as asthma, diabetes, heart disease, or high blood pressure, are more prone to developing severe illness.
Now we look back. When was the first time the COVID-19 virus was confirmed to have spread in Indonesia?
The place on Monday, March 2, 2020, the president announced the first two cases of COVID-19. The two cases involved a 64-year-old mother and her 31-year-old daughter.
Then, where can we have a very high potential for contract COVID-19?
Yes, definitely in a crowded place. Therefore, we should not travel if it is not very important.
How did the COVID-19 virus spread around the world?
When someone who has been infected sneezes and coughs, the virus particle will spread through the mouth or nose that may be exposed in public facilities, then touched by healthy people and inhaled by healthy people. Then that person will be exposed to the coronavirus.
Is there anything we can do if we will the symptom of this COVID-19?
Residents who feel they are experiencing symptoms of COVID-19 must undergo self-isolation at home. Do not do activities outside the home except for activities
that are important or urgent. If the symptoms of COVID-19 are getting worse, then immediately do a swab test at a health facility owned by the DKI provincial government.
Is there a vaccine for COVID-19?
Yes, now there are several vaccine being assessed. The first mass vaccination program started in early December 2020, and the number of vaccination doses given daily is here.
So much information that convention in return to Putri Lestari in the studio.
Alright, thank you, Ayu. Okay, viewers, that's the development of the new COVID-19 case in Indonesia at this time. Don't forget to always apply clean living habits, wash your hand, wear a mask, and maintain a distance of at least 1 meter. Alright, let's move on the rainy weather, which is now getting higher intensity. News about this weather will be delivered by my colleague, Shafa Khamila, please.
Good morning, viewers, wherever you are. I am Shafa Khamila, the one who will deliver and let sharp and reliable news. The last news has been 3 days of heavy rain in rural area of central Java. Heavy rain that have occurred since the night have swept away some of the residents' house. According to local residents, the flood began to dampen area at 20 WIB. As a result of the flood that swept away some of residents' house, caused many casualties and hundreds of people missing. The following is a report in the field.
Good morning, I'm from TV1. May I ask a minute for you to interview? Good morning, with my pleasure. What is this with?
Just call me Anyelir.
First to all, I am sorry for tragedy that befell you feel. Can you tell me about the chronology of this flood?
This disaster began with heavy rain. The fell continuously for the past 3 days. Then this great flood came at night about 8 o'clock in the evening. At that time, the water entered the village as high as enclosed. However, after that, the water continued to rise very quickly. We had to save ourselves and did even have time to save our valuables at home. Quickly, for me and my family, when we go to the high pitch, the water had swept away most of the people's houses.
So the water coming is very big.
Very big, it can even drag people's cars and houses.
Were there any consequences by this disaster?
I don't really know based on the comment announcement that go so far. 100 victims were found dead. About 350 people are still missing, and the remaining 500 people were injured and accommodated in this refuge.
Has there been any search for missing victims?
Yes, about 1 bulletin of TNI assisted by the SAR team and residents have been walking along the riverbank since this morning.
Then, how much loss did you and your family suffer from this flood?
The loss I experienced was approximately 15 million, but even so, I am still grateful my family was able to survive this disaster. A neighbor of mine has lost a relative.
Has there been any concrete action from the government regarding this disaster?
Thanks that the government was quick to respond to this issue. They have provided a pitch of refuge for us.
Do you think this refuge camp is appropriate, and how is the service?
If you say it feasible or not, this page is sufficient. It's just that there are still some facilities, such as toilet and bed lacking. Currently, on 10 is occupied by 5 to 7 heads of families, making it less spacious. The service is quite good. We get treatment and food 3 times a day. All of this was done by the TNI and the volunteer who helped.
What do you expect from the government?
Currently, we need assistance in the form of basic material, clothes, medicines, and blankets. Therefore, I hope for help from the government and volunteers.
Alright, thanks for the time and information. Hopefully, this disaster can be resolved soon. Thank you again.
That's all for today. I am Shafa Khamila M. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.